side task piled on the desk of good works. Knowing hardship, appreciate the best of both worlds. C'est la vie, as they say, L-O-V-E, evidently see. Every song has a sequel, never say everything but the name. All fish, just like back then, how we do everything. C'est la vie, as they say, L-O-V-E, eloquently see. Every dream has a part two, never say you got to. Keep it tight always, just like back then, hear me out. Once together now, where do we go? Dear divine, I pray that you keep watching over us. From the heavens where light is the nucleus, to the space filled with darkness and negative matter. Anti-gravity pull is what I'd rather feel when I leave this shell eventually. Ties to the mother earth ground me mentally. Real vibes keep me alive spiritually. Imagination brings bliss at no cost. When I blink, I receive at no loss. Victory comes in small packages like a leaf off an olive tree. Brought back by a dove from above, then I'm gonna rhyme love. We saw that we're coming ever since the beginning of the end. Well anyways, I'm not a perfect being. Yes I am a man full of S-I-N. It's like the devil in me saw the God in you. You epitomize the etymology of enthusiasm. Look it up, there lies the clouds that form the rain that came from the ocean that flow from the river. I'm a believer, firm with the first words. Lyrical transceiver of our ancient roots. Science plus arts multiplied by faith, then divided by the number of our ethnic race. Let me mention what I've been thinking, how to save the children when the ship is sinking. So I'm sinking, no lip syncing, slogans, political hooligans with tank missiles and guns. Everything is relative when it's all in the family. Oh man, I understand the time has finally come to realize the great power of one. All formulas equalize under the sun. Amen. Yeah, the rhymes will heal cause I believe in music. In times of need I won't believe in music. The beat plus the melody, the recipe. Your vibe truly brings out the best in me. The rhymes will heal cause I believe in music. In times of need I won't believe in music. The beat plus the melody, the recipe. All good souls lost, may they rest in peace. I believe in music. In times of need I won't believe in music. The beat plus the melody, the recipe. Your vibe truly brings out the best in me. The rhymes will heal cause I believe in music. In times of need I won't believe in music. The beat plus the melody, the recipe. Hip hop worldwide, we got to live in peace like that.
Coming to you live from the main auditorium of Generations Church, located in beautiful Moreno Valley, California, it's time for the Midnight Show. And here is your host, Troy Shedeed.
Woo! Come on, come on, come on. Look at that. Woo! Come on, everybody. We got all kinds of people in the lobby tonight. Miss Sharon, how's your popcorn doing tonight? Huh? You liking that popcorn? All right. That's good, that's good, that's good. Everybody ready tonight? We're going to have fun. People are coming in. Hello, everybody on YouTube. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're going to have a good time. Can you believe the weather this week? 90 on Sunday, rainy and cold on Monday. Come on, everybody. Anybody wash their car on Saturday and then it rained on Monday? Come on, like me. Well, tonight's a special night. We're going to have a Fry Fest competition tonight. And we've never done this before. I don't even know if this has been done in the history of the world. So we could be setting a Guinness Book of World Record tonight. We'll just have to find out later. I don't know. Have you ever heard of this before, Josh? Yeah, they'll turn your mic on in a little bit. But we have a wonderful guest with us tonight. He travels all around the world, ministers everywhere, and really has a great organization. His name is Mark Sherman, and I believe he is backstage right now. Let's say hello to Mark, everybody, up here on the... Oh, here we go, the roving camera. There's the knock on the door. Hey! There he is. All right, this is going to be fun. All right, picking his nose. That's what they say. You pick your seat before you go to the movies. So anyway, all right. Everybody good tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Our drummer missed the crash right there. He's over on his phone. He's checking Instagram, see if anybody liked his photos. I think that's what happened right there. So anyhow, crashing on that. Hey, so we're gonna skip the monologue a little bit tonight and some of the jokes, but I'm never going to skip the church signs because we're gonna have this competition tonight with the French fries. And I don't know, Pastor Kirk was kind of talking trash on Instagram about he could taste any French fry, any place and name it. So I don't know, we'll see if he's got the goods tonight. But I just thought we would go over these church signs because they're amazing, they're funny, they're humorous, and sometimes they have a little bit of a dagger message in them. But here we go. We have church sign number 1 tonight. God holds each accountable for sin and will punish Pastor Larry Wilhite. Poor Pastor Larry. So apparently he sinned, and they just didn't put the proper abbreviations in that right there. Tarrant First Baptist Church, Pastor Larry's no longer there. I found that out. So second picture tonight comes from this church sign. Don't let worries kill you. Let the church help. Church of the Cross, United Methodist. There we go. Don't let the worries kill you. Let the church help. So that's always good. Anybody ever seen that before? Yeah, worries of sin. So next one, our third one tonight. This is a good one. Dadeville First United Methodist Church. We are a Pokestop. Oh, we also have Jesus. So that's always good. So, yeah, confidence in that.
Pokestop?
Yeah, you Pokemon,
Oh, Pokemon. I think talking about the food, like Poke or Poke.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm like, that's a fancy church.
It is.
We got Poke in the Bible.
Get a Poke Bowl. Oh, and Jesus all at the same time. Look at that, huh?
Pikachu?
Look at that. Pikachu. Yeah, there you go. It's good. Anyway, those are some funny church signs tonight. So we're going to have a good time. We're going to kick it off with our Fry Fest competition. So everybody's stuffing their mouths with popcorn right now, but I need 3 individuals who feel that now our guest tonight, Mark Sherman, he will be a contestant later on. Says he needs to be a part of this. But I need 3 individuals who feel like, and I'm feeling like you need to be one of them. I'm feeling. Come on, right? I feel like. I mean, you got a pod. I mean, you're posting your podcast. Let's see if you can taste some French fries, girl. Come on now. But I need 3 individuals tonight that feel like they can name a fry from fast food restaurants. So, all right, we got one here. We got all three. We're going to go 3 ladies. All right, we'll go 3 ladies right out the gate, and then we'll get a couple guys to go with Mark. So I need you 3 ladies. I need you. Jennifer's going to escort you backstage because we're going to blindfold you because you cannot see the company that we're getting these French fries from. And then you might want to, drink some water or something, clear your taste buds. Fire them up, get a mint, do whatever you need to do. But I'm going to welcome up Josh. We're going to bring up, all right, let's go with the table, guys. Bring up the table. Let's give it up for our guys helping out tonight with the French fries. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yep, right up here on top. This is going to be amazing. I was tasting all of them just to make sure they were of quality French fries for our contestants tonight. And then we can go ahead and take these off and then place those accordingly. So I'm going to give it up to Josh. He's going to be our game show host. I'm going to go backstage and tease our competition guests and see if they can nail this. Now, the winner tonight is going to win a $15 gift card to In-N-Out Burger. So there's some money on the line here tonight. So, all right, you guys ready? Let's give it up for Josh. Here we go.
Yeah. Who thinks they can get all these correct, first of all? Tiara, you? Who, me? Definitely not. I haven't had, let me see, I don't want to say the places out loud. Definitely not. Absolutely not. Whoever's getting fries from here, that's a problem. Right. If you're getting fries from here, God bless your soul and your stomach. These fries are bomb. These are the best ones. These? Whoo, what? Yes, these are fire right here. Oh, this smells so good. But my stomach is also doing backflips already, too. I feel the grease. I can smell the grease.
Okay, Josh, we ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Contestant number 1, Kelsey, here we go.
Wait, no, I can't take a fry? Okay.
Yeah, you're good. Just follow right here. Whoops, ran into the wall. That's okay. Here we go. All right, she is blindfolded. Big step, so you don't hit caught on the cable. All right, here we go. Oh, you're good. You're good. I got you. All right. So we got five flavors, right, Josh?
We do.
Okay, we're going to start on just keep walking. Ooh. You're doing good. About 3 more steps right between the tables. Okay, and then take 2 steps to your left. Reach forward. A little bit more. Reach down.
I am so scared.
A little bit more. No, not down, but forward.
We're not doing squats.
I just want you to feel the table. There you go. Here's the table. Woo! Look at that. There's a whole fear message in there. Okay, so we have 5 boxes of French fries, and Josh is going to tell you what and when and how to begin this process. Go ahead, Josh.
Okay, you ready for this? Are you nervous?
I am nervous.
You smell the grease, though, right?
Yes, I smell it.
There's fries everywhere. All right, so we're going to use your left hand. Okay. All right, put it on the table. Slide to the left. Slide to the front. Wait, don't slide too far. Ooh, you knocked the fries off the table. A little bit to the front. Go ahead. Okay, there you go. The fries are right in front of your hand. Whenever you're ready, grab a fry out that box. It's right in front of you. It's right in front of you. There you go. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of fries, I know. Yeah, you just like dangling the fry around? Like,
What she got?
How you feeling right now? Ooh, she does not look happy, though. That's for sure. Ooh. The answer is not no. It is a restaurant, ma'am. Okay. So where you're standing, there's another box right in front of you. No. Slide to the right. There you go. Mm-hmm. Shit, that was worse. Oh, my goodness. That's true. Let's be real. It's true.
Good guess. Next one.
Slide to the right. Okay, right in front of you. Don't knock over the box. Look. Here we go. Hey.
Was that a soggy one? It looked like a soggy one.
Whoo! She said, yeah, this is it right here. Okay.
All right.
Slide to the right. Oh, yes. Right in front of your right hand. There you go.
Okay.
She's like, it's a good feeling fry. Ooh. I'll give you a hint. It's not a Californian place. crinkly fry. You got 10 seconds. All right, now last one over here. Slide to the right.
Okay, come on.
Come on. Right there. There you go.
Okay, big step. Another
Yep.
big step. There we go. All right. All right.
You did not like that one either. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Oh. You want to open up your? Go ahead. Take them off. Take them off. Don't react though. You got the next contestant behind you.
All right, here we go.
See,
All right,
there
Josh.
and there?
Contestant number 2. Here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah. Back. You can go backstage. You can go backstage.
One more step forward.
Oh,
One
look.
step to the right. There we go.
There you go.
Okay.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She said it's dry? Nobody's feeling these fries. Oh, hey. She going back for seconds? What's going on right now? Got 10 seconds. Got 10 seconds to answer. Not quite, but close. Slide to the right. Right in front of you. Right there. Ma'am. Ooh. Bad fry, okay. Got 10 seconds. Okay, you can skip to the next one. You can skip to the next one. Right there. There you go.
I think she mixed
Oh,
both
she
fries.
nailed that one right on the head.
She did? She did?
Immediately, yes.
All right.
Okay.
That's a
Right there, right in
good
front of you, right in front of
customer
you.
right there.
There you go.
Good customer.
You're going to be feeling this in the gym tomorrow morning, for sure. No, it's not Cane's. All right, last one. Come on. Last one. There you go. You like feeling the fry first? Okay. I know this is tough.
Big step.
They're all salty. That is correct.
One more big step and one more big step. There you go.
It's tough, isn't it?
All right, we'll stop.
You had to guess. One more. This is your last one. It's your last guess. Oh, okay. You got that one. Okay. Yes, you did.
All right, all
You
right.
can take your bonnet off. Yep. And we have the last contestant.
Contestant
making
number
her way.
3, Josh. Here we go. All right, I'm going to hand you over to Josh.
Oh, look, hey,
Straightforward.
there is a chair in front of you, ma'am. I just want
There
to
you
help you
go.
out. Here we go.
There you go.
Oh,
You
okay.
got it. You got it. You got
I
it.
am not liable if you fall off the stage. I'm just here. Okay, there you go. The first box is right in front of your left hand. Yep. Why do you grab your fries like that? What is happening? I'm right here. Hey, she got one. There you go. Slide to the right a little bit. Slide to the right. Now it's right in front of you. There you Ooh, 2 for 2. Okay.
Oh, look out.
Wait.
Professional
ma'am,
fast
you go
food?
to eat fast food all the time? Like this
Yeah, I
is.
think so.
She grabs the boxes so aggressively. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh. Oh no, not quite. That was close though. Stop to the right.
How do you miss that one?
There you go. Why did she grab the box like this?
Oh, she's feeling him. She's feeling it.
Yes, Lord. She's killing it right now. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, last but not least. What is that?
Competitor.
Uh-oh.
5 seconds.
No, that was close. You was killing it. You got 3 out of 5, though. You did win this first round. 3 out of 5. You can take your blindfolds
3 out of
off.
5?
Ma'am, you can take your blindfolds off, ma'am. Ma'am, there's no more fries on the table.
Let's give it up for Genevieve. She wins the first round. She is in the lead with 3 out of 5. Way to go. No, you can't have any more. You can't have any. We're going to have a couple contestants later on. Yeah, come on. How did you miss that one? Huh? Come on. All right, we're going to be back right after this commercial. Good job. I'll take it. Come on, everybody, put your hands together. Woo! Man, we got some professional ladies that know their French fries. That's what I'm saying. How you doing, Stephanie? She got her own French fry Animal House thing going on in the front row. Animal Style, not Animal House. That's a movie. So, hey, we're going to have a good time tonight. We're having a good time tonight. We have our guest with us, Mark Sherman from Mosaic International. And let's just give him a warm round of applause as he joins me on stage tonight. Come on, church. Let's give it up for Mark Sherman. Woo! Boom.
Hello. It's good to see you guys. Looking good tonight.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Let's
Doing
get
good.
comfy. I love
Doing
this.
good.
This is fun.
Doing good. Everybody's commenting about the French fries. How did she not get McDonald's? Yeah, wow. We got quite a few people joining us online. Hello, everybody online. So good to have everybody. So Mark and I go way, way back.
Way back.
When he was a little baby, almost basically. But I was Mark's youth pastor. So that says how old I am and how old you're getting, brother.
Yes, sir.
So,
hey,
yeah.
I got one hint for you, right?
Oh, look out now. Put the hat back on. All right. Praise the Lord. Rob, my son, he did have hair, and then he became a sheriff, so he had to get rid of all of his hair. So man, it's been a while, and you've been on a journey, especially during the pandemic. It seems like you were snowed in Kansas, and then Florida, or something like that.
Yes,
Tell us the
sir.
story. What was your pandemic journey like?
Oh, dear goodness. Well, we had this brilliant idea and a long dream of ours to move full-time into a travel trailer and travel the country.
That's got to be the Lord.
So we were living in Colorado at the time, and we moved into this travel trailer in the snow in Colorado, bared down for 3 months in it. And then we had this grand idea of going on a 2020 tour.
There you go.
We had the stickers, the decals on it, and everything. We were going to tour the whole country, talking about the ministry, sharing at churches, and that lasted 3 months. So
Yes, yeah.
by March, everything was shut down, even RV parks. They weren't letting anybody new out. We were searching for a home, just a place to live, and God provided. We ended up, luckily by that point, we were in Florida, so we were doing good on the weather by that point. But yeah, we were praying for places to live, and God provided. And after a few months, obviously the pandemic wasn't going away. Churches weren't open at that point yet. And so we moved to Kansas, a small, teeny tiny town in Kansas where my mother-in-law lives. So,
oh, mother-in-law's there.
Yes,
Okay.
there was a reason.
That explains it, because you got to be not hearing from God to go to Kansas.
That was one of
so.
our first stops of our tour, and we stopped there. We had a great time. So it was a special season for us.
Special season
yes.
of wheat fields and
Yes.
corn and
Yes.
and
Yeah, you know.
rednecks. Yeah,
exactly.
So that's where I was raised.
But great
man.
people there, though, great churches, and
Yeah.
it was awesome. But
So-
we moved back last year.
So tell everybody about your family.
Yes, I have two beautiful, crazy little girls. Zoe is 8 years old now, and Gracie is 6 years old. And they're going to school here, kindergarten and second grade, and growing up. They spent the first few years of their lives in Tanzania, Africa. That's in East Africa. And they've been exposed to a lot of different things that a lot of 6 and 8 year olds really haven't.
And you're married, right?
Yeah, and my wife.
Yeah, thank you.
We have been married for almost 15 years, happily married.
Woo!
Yeah, 15 years coming up in May. We met at college. We went to a school called Vanguard University, which is in Costa Mesa. And we got married 2 weeks after graduation. And we were like, let's just jump right into this thing.
There you go.
And that was almost 15 years
wow,
ago.
15 years ago.
So yeah, we've been on some adventures
Mark,
together.
can you do me a favor? Can you look into, I'm not sure which camera we're on, but can you look into the middle camera and just say, hi, Donna, thanks for joining us tonight?
Hi, Donna. Thanks for joining us.
That's my mom. She just texted me.
Oh,
told me,
awesome.
We're
Very
on.
cool.
We're
Great.
on.
Yes.
So my mom texted me. So shout
yeah,
out
thanks
to Mom.
for joining us, everybody online. That's
Yes,
awesome.
we have
I'm
quite
excited.
a few online tonight.
Yep.
Yeah. So my parents were in Arizona. They just drove back to South Dakota, and so
okay.
now they have the internet,
Yes.
and they're watching. So,
Hi.
Bob and Donna. So
Awesome.
Anyway,
Great.
so man, it's just great just to see, honestly, your journey. Now, kind of share with me and with us how Mosaic, like, I remember the first time you said, hey, can we come and just share our vision? We're going to go to Papua New Guinea. And I'm like, Papa who? And you're like, well, it's way on the other side of the world, just north of Australia. And like, how did this get planted in your heart to do missions work?
That's a great question. Honestly, it's just God's provision and His grace, one step at a time, just following what we felt like He was calling us to at one point, and then that led to the next and to the next. Started with a lot of local ministry stuff here in Costa Mesa during the college years, and some work in Skid Row as well in LA, and we just started feeling a tug to go globally. My wife was leading the way on that, and I was like, maybe if we go to like Europe, find a hot spot in Europe, and and then really God started working on my heart in particular, and within a very short amount of time, we ended up moving to Papua New Guinea, which is above Australia. It's one big island and a bunch of little islands, and that was my first missions trip, was moving there for a year.
For a year.
Yeah, and then that led us to more training, moved back and went to school again, got some more training.
So what is something unique about Papua New Guinea that maybe we wouldn't know?
Yeah, I got an interesting thing for you. It's a very different culture, the way that they see the world and family, and even coming to faith in Jesus totally differently than we would. To accept Jesus into your heart would mean absolutely nothing to them. They would say, why would I do that? But if you ask them to accept Jesus into your stomach and to turn your stomach to Jesus, they would be like, whoa, that's heavy. That's a big deal. Because everything is in your gut. Everything is in your stomachs. All the emotions and life happens in here, right? And so to turn that upside down and bring Jesus into that would be like the most significant way to accept Jesus.
Was it what kind of like jungle type vibe?
Yes,
What's
very,
Papua New Guinea like?
very jungly. We were trained with some cultural training and language training, and then just dumped off in a very far away village where most of the people had never seen white people before. So we got to really just be living life as they did, and bathing in the river and eating their food, and really
Did you say
appreciating their way of
bathing in
life.
the river? Is that what you said?
Yeah, everything in the river, man, with all the laundry, all the dishes, and then yourself, and yeah, it was quite a change for us, but it was pretty powerful. So, but then we moved to Tanzania, Africa, which we can get into some more details
That's
there.
a step up, right?
Yeah. So yeah, it's funny, when we were in the jungle, we were like, at least we're not living in Africa. And God ended up calling us there through just one step at a time of faith, and then after 3 years there, we moved back to the States, and that's when we started Mosaic International.
Okay.
With a new strategy, a way of doing ministry that really relied on local churches.
So you ended up in Tanzania. What did you do that? Like, what was your mission there? What was your desire there?
Yeah. We were with a really small group of missionaries that were there, and they were doing a lot of good things. And I came in to be kind of a connector, a field director, to get to have a hand in each one of those communities that we were working with, and to just be there for the people that were working for us, and hear them out and help them generate strategies that would help them, make a greater impact in their communities. So that was our biggest focus while we were there. But then I really started to fall in love with the local churches that were there and spending a lot of time with the pastors in particular. And so God was generating something new in us, a new dream, something in our hearts that we really wanted to follow. And after a few years, that's when we pursued
So for those who maybe don't know where on the map geography challenge is Tanzania. So
Tanzania.
we see the shape of Africa.
Yeah,
we know where
it's
South
right
Africa
in
is.
if you were to go in the middle of Africa and then all the way to the coast on the east side, it faces, like it has ocean
towards
on it
India,
as well.
east side, right?
Yeah. So it's towards that on the Indian Ocean. And if has anybody ever heard of Mount Kilimanjaro before? It's a tall mountain. It's home to Tanzania and Kenya. It's almost 20,000 foot mountain, just comes out of nowhere. It's got a glacier on top. It's pretty famous. A lot of people would go there to climb that or go to safaris for seeing lions and all that stuff.
Here's the real question.
Yes.
Did you climb it?
No, sir. Because I have a great reason. We moved there with an 8-month-old baby, and then Brittany got pregnant while we were there. And so we were intentionally living in a part of town that wasn't necessarily the safest part. And my wife was like, "Please don't leave us for 6 days," because it takes 6 days to climb that mountain. So that was not going to happen.
So let me rewind. So Tanzania missions, and did you just say 8-month-old baby?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Zoe was just starting to crawl at that point.
In
here when
America,
we moved.
people with babies 8-month-old, they don't even go to church.
Yeah, no, it was amazing. I love being able to say that both of my kids learned to walk on African soil. Like
Wow.
they took their first steps there and learned. As they were learning English, they were learning some Swahili as well, and so
Swahili, that's the language?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they can still speak it or not?
No.
Okay.
We went back 3 years ago and spent a couple months there, and they picked it up again a little bit.
All right.
yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
So since you've been in Papua New Guinea and Tanzania and obviously many other nations, I just got to ask, because I think everybody in the room is wanting to know this question. What is the weirdest thing you have eaten?
That's a good question.
I'm sure it's not French fries.
Well, every country has unique foods that are totally normal for people that are there,
Yes.
just different for us. But I ate crocodile in Papua New Guinea for sure, and I've eaten. Has anybody ever heard of balut before? It's in the Philippines. It's like an egg it has an embryo growing in it, and you crack that thing open and you sort through the beak. You got to separate the beak from your mouth and take down the rest of it. That was definitely a challenging one. Camel's milk and
Camel's milk?
Yeah. It's actually really good.
Does it taste like chicken milk?
It tastes like camel's milk.
Is your stomach okay at all?
But I think the things that I worry about the most are the things that they won't tell me what I'm eating. Sometimes I'll be like, "Hey, what am I eating?" They're like, "Oh, that's liver, or that's whatever." And sometimes I'll say, "Hey, what am I eating?" They're like, "Just eat it.
Just eat
don't
it.
worry, don't worry about it."
Just eat
And
it.
so it's the unknowns that make
Wow.
me the most worried. Yeah.
Awesome.
But it's fun. It's totally normal for them.
Yeah.
So it's fun to experience what other people's norms are.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when we met for coffee a few months ago, you mentioned how important it is listening in the process of what you guys do. So tell us a little bit like what you meant by that, and just kind of unload that for us.
Well, like I said, we spent a lot of time, 3 years in Tanzania, only 1 year in Papua New Guinea. So we had a lot more relationships. We got to know people a lot deeper in Tanzania, and I spent a lot more time with the pastors. We would go visit on a Sunday, and we would do church. We'd have a great time. God would heal people and deliver people. But then I would go and hang out with them on Monday, right, or on Tuesday, and find out what life is like and what's going on in the village, what kind of struggles people were having. And I found that they really appreciated being heard, right? Somebody that came in and actually was asking questions and being genuinely interested in caring about their responses and what God was doing, what the enemy is trying to break apart, and what they're passionate about. Because a lot of times in circumstances like that, and I think we've all experienced that, people in our lives where they always have something to say. They always have advice for you, right? Even if you're not asking for it, unsolicited advice, because they know what's best for you. But in reality, it's like, you're not even asking me what's going on in my story. And the same thing applies to ministry, and in our ministry is to show up with this shut and asking questions, but really listening, not just letting them talk, but like getting deeper into what God is doing, what they're passionate about. And one quick story that really shapes my passion for this model is we were in one particular country. I was meeting with a pastor living kind of right next door to where his house was. We spent a week together, and I told him there are no strings attached. I'm just getting to hang out with you, get to know your family, your kids. We'll cook together, we'll eat together. And by the end of that week, he really caught the fact that I was truly genuine in my saying that I just wanted to hang out with him, build a relationship. And he said, "You know what, Mark, I got to share something with you." He said, I've worked with a lot of outsiders, a lot of people that are not from this region in this country, and we've done some great things. We've done good things for God, outreaches and ministry. But he said, "You're the first person that's ever come from the outside and asked me what I want for my community." And I was like, "Man, I'm sorry. I apologize for other people for that, but like, I hope we can do better, you know." And so we ask what they want and show a deep care for what he feels is the best. And we do it. We act on that and help him accomplish his vision, because he shared something recently, very recently with me, that too often pastors in places like that will abandon what God has put on their heart to help pursue what God has put on someone else's heart so that they could put food on the table for their kids, you know? And he said that's one of the biggest tragedies of local churches in developing nations, is giving up what God has put on their heart to help somebody else do good things.
Right.
But we try to flip the script on that.
Yeah, good. All right, well, that's a good kickoff to tonight's conversation. So with Mark and his ministry and learning about the world. So very good. So we're going to be back right after this commercial, and then we'll have Josh with the news. We'll be back right after this. Hey, Generations Church, this is Pastor Troy. You know, over the years, we've had people come to the church and say, "Hey, how do I make Generations Church my home? How do I become a member? Hey, how do I serve on a team?" We have a great solution for all of those questions, and we call it the Get On Initiative. Initiative means to take action, fulfill purpose. So the first Sunday of every month, we have what we call Get On with the Church. Make us your home church. Partner with us in ministry and what God has called us to do to reach the cities around us. The second Sunday of every month, we have what we call Get On with the Team. You feel like an urgency. I got to serve. I want to do something. I want to be a part of what's happening here at Generations Church. Then that's how you do it. You go to Get On with the Team, and you can be in worship or usher or serving kids, whatever is on your heart. And then the third Sunday of the month, we have what we call Get On with the Movement. The movement is how we make the movement move, which we call movement makers. That is how we have campuses in Tijuana and Yangon and other places around Southern California. The movement makes the movement move. And maybe you're like, how do I be a part of that? I want to know farther and more about the movement of Generations Church. So wherever you are at in your journey, the first Sunday, the second Sunday, or the third Sunday of the month, we have a course ready just for you.
All right, and welcome to the Midnight News. As that handsome-looking, guy in that commercial break there said, this Sunday we have Get On with the Church. Yeah, so that's a great Sunday to bring people that's been, coming to church but haven't got plugged in, people that's still trying to learn about our community, about what we stand for, and how to possibly become a part of the movement. So make sure that you do not miss that Sunday, because I know some people that are already serving that haven't got on with the church yet. Micah. So make sure that you guys He just gonna come. I'm gonna come from Vegas, start playing the drum. I'm like, nah, you gotta get on, bro. You gotta understand who we are, bro. But also this Friday night, we have the young adults. Yes, that's where we come here to. Yeah, shout out to the young adults team here in the crowd. Yes, we have the young adults here that meet here every first Friday, 7 p.m. It's going to be an amazing time. And also, we have Easter coming up. Yes, one of my favorite holidays. But, I was told a piece of information is that you're supposed to come to the church and pick up a sign and put it in your yard. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the sign says. I'm just giving y'all guys information. It could be like, yay, come celebrate Easter, get some eggs, or yay, celebrate Easter, we got a great preacher. I don't know. Just come get the signs and put them in your front yard. It'd be a great way to have people in your community come out to church. So, oh yeah, there you go. Okay. Also, last but not least, do I have some seafood fans out there? Hey. Yes, you're talking about some shrimp, some crab, lobster, some fried, some fried catfish. Y'all like some catfish? Yes, I'm not talking about seafood though. So last week, I came here with a casting call. This week, I have a casting call for the show, Catfish, y'all. It's coming back with the new season. So if you guys, have an interesting relationship on the social media, back in the day, I had a Farmers Only account, I'm just saying, might still be active. I don't know. But if you have an interesting relationship going on where you're meeting online, you haven't met in person, and you're like, I don't know, I got good reception, we can't FaceTime, sorry, babe. If you got anything like that going on, come meet me. I'll put you online, and we're going to put you on MTV to find love. Is your love real, or is it not? Is your love a catfish? I'm here for y'all. And that's all I got this week for the Midnight News. As I send it back to our amazing host, Pastor Troy Shedeed.
Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
Bro, that was amazing. That was amazing.
He makes it all
up on the fly. You guys are lucky. Can you give a hand for this guy over here? The band.
He makes it all up on the fly like
so
that.
Awesome.
I don't know about the catfish thing. I don't know.
That's real. I got the email today.
With energy, man. He could deliver the worst news in the world, but do it like that.
Right there. Right
right.
there. That's right. That's good. Man.
That's fun.
Good stuff.
Fun.
So I know he was having fun with the signs, but we do have signs, and I don't really know the logistics of it, but basically you just go put them in your yard or hang them off your apartment rail or whatever. It's just letting people know about Easter. Hey, I have an exciting announcement tonight. Normally I would say it on Sunday, but I'm saying it tonight because you're all here, and you're special to me.
Wow.
You know that big LED billboard at the mall? GC gonna be on it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, we just signed the contract today. So Generations Church, Easter at Generations Church is going to be on the billboard, and we're going to be on there for a few months, and then also later this year. So it's going to be cool to let people know about us. Amen. I have a really great, because it's a digital one, so they can change it out like every week.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put one up. Why are you still driving to Corona to church when we're right here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's
good stuff. Man.
You know what was exciting? We were in Tijuana, speaking of foreign countries, which, sometimes we don't think of Mexico as a foreign country. It's just down the street for us. But we were just there last Sunday because we have our location there. And it was amazing. They had their 1-year anniversary.
Cool.
And I
That's
met
huge.
I met a gentleman by the name of Ruben. He looked like he was from Kansas. But he was from Tecate. And so he would drive an hour and 20 minutes twice a week, once to rehearsal and then for Sunday church. Wow. And there was like 5 of them. They'd all load up in this little car and they'd all drive to Generations Church. Wow. So I just love the passion, the desire for what's happening in Mexico, specifically at one of our locations down there. So it's exciting.
That's awesome. Congratulations. That's huge.
That's international stuff. People just, are passionate about the things of God. And so one of your phrases that you use or say a lot. Now, if you don't follow Mark on social media, you should. He's always got stupid videos and funny videos. He has a very interesting humor, so I enjoy it a
Well,
lot.
our Instagram handle is Crazy Sherman, so that'll give you a
Little hint there. So anyhow, so you always say this, better together. So why is that an important concept that you brand, basically?
Yeah. It goes back a couple of years to a really special moment that we had in Tanzania, and we were seeing breakthrough in people's lives. We were seeing people healed and delivered, and it was just something that I don't know, God downloaded. Not that it was a new phrase, but it really like became so much newer in my mind and in my heart of just like we literally made a circle and we grabbed arms and we were just like celebrating what God was doing in that moment. And I kept saying better together, better together. And I've been using it ever since. But as I reflect back on like just being a kid, I played a lot of sports. As you know, our family played a lot of sports.
Yes, you did.
There are 3 of us boys, and we're always in multiple sports at a time. But the crossover into life and ministry and adulthood and parenthood and just everything, there's so much to the fact that we are better together and that we can do so much more when we link arms with one another than we can when we're isolated and when we're apart. And that's why we even named our ministry Mosaic, because Mosaic is literally like many parts coming together to form something that one piece could not form on its own. And yet every piece is unique, and if one piece is missing, then it's incomplete. And so that's how we see life in ministry and the way that we work with churches and trying to just pray hard for God to work in one another's hearts to set aside some of the smaller differences to join in on what the kingdom is doing. And remember that this is kingdom work that we're all a part of.
Yeah.
So
So with all the kingdom work and doing better together, and I don't know that we use those words, but we definitely emphasize that at Generations Church. But what are some of your favorite like outreaches and things that, I don't know if it's been a part of a church or obviously you talked about Skid Row, but that Mosaic or anything like that you've been a part of?
Yeah, what I love about what we do is that we really like listening, right? We find out what is important to that pastor or to that community and ask them, like, what do you want to do? Like, how do you, like, we pray for creativity, we pray for what God can use with what's already there. And so every outreach that we do is usually unique to that community or to that country. And to use East Africa as an example, a lot of people, are like there's famines quite often. People don't have water, clean water, and so we meet physical needs like that. But there was one outreach in particular where we brought in a few churches, invited them all to show up, and we kind of had like a group, chat about it, and we said, let's invite everybody from the community and the surrounding communities to come, just bless them with food, because while we think it's very important, and it is, to teach people to fish, sometimes they just need a fish that day, or they ain't gonna make it, So we brought people into the community of all tribes and religions and any background, and just here's some food. And then we invited them out to a soccer tournament that we were having out in the middle of a big dirt field. And they gathered teams. We bought jerseys and had a PA system. And our target, if there were a target audience of people that we really wanted to love on that day, were the young men that are kind of like late teens and into their 20s. And they never, you rarely ever see men that age, young men that age in churches there. And typically they're up to no good. There's a lot of drug abuse and abuse of women and stuff. And so we were like, well, they're never going to walk into church, so let's bring church to them. But without preaching at them, but just playing soccer with them. And so we just encourage the pastors, just meet people where they're at. Don't feel the need to share a full gospel message and get everybody saved and set free that day. Just get to know people's names and vice versa. And so we had a great time. It was an epic day in that community. But what was cool is that the very next day, half of the guys that were on that soccer field got saved.
Wow.
Like, way unexpected.
Wow.
We were expecting people to experience God's love in some way, but that it would take time. And they just called up the pastor, and they were like, you're our guy. Like, take us everywhere you go. And so he's been bringing them along like disciples, following him everywhere that he goes. And they're still, church members to this day and plugged in.
This probably doesn't compare to the soccer, but I remember having a conversation with you about lights.
Right.
Some kind of a campaign you were doing. Tell me about that. I forget.
A lot of the places that we work with also, I'll pick on the Philippines for this one. They experience a lot of typhoons, like the part of the Philippines that we work in the most. They get hit when all the typhoons come in, the super typhoons, like winds, well over a couple hundred miles per hour kind of thing, just take everything. They take all the food, they take people's roofs, and takes out the power for quite some time. And so we work with those communities to get them solar lights so that they can, use them, especially in times of relief like that where they just can't see anything, right?
Right.
But also even when they do have access to power, it can really help them save some money in some very practical ways. And the biggest things that happen out of that are actually kids' educations improve drastically because they can see when they're doing homework. Imagine being able to see, right? And I've been in plenty of villages where all the kids in the area will either be doing chores and so they can't do it, or they don't have light, so they gather around like a candle or a kerosene lamp and they're breathing in those fumes and they're scratching their eyes, and but they're trying to get close to the light. And so, we believe that, people can experience transformation here on this earth with light, but then share the light of Jesus with them.
Yeah,
as well.
really good. So just little solar lights. I think you did a campaign, and people could buy the lights, and then you shipped them over there or something,
Yeah,
right?
man, it's amazing. We get a discount with the company that we work with, and they're quality products, and they're only $10 a piece, and they last years and years. So we've seen some pretty incredible transformation stories of people that are thriving in their education, and they're going to do well for their families as well, just because they had a little light.
Yeah.
So this little light of mine, right?
Yeah.
There's so many biblical parallels to
Yeah.
all that. It's pretty special.
It's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
I think it's just a simple thing like that. I mean, sometimes we can take for advantage, or for granted. Yeah. Like here we got these big lights shining on us, so we can do this thing, and so people can see us. But just a little light could transform their education or their understanding of learning. So sometimes, in America, people hear it that we take things for granted. We don't understand what we have. But it's when you go to the world, when you go to Myanmar, where we have a location, when you go to other places, people can complain about this or the traffic or this thing. But the fact that you have a car to drive, we take for granted.
Oh, big time.
Because in most countries, they're walking or riding bike, right?
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty humbling. Definitely keeps you humble when you get to see what people are going through, and yet with so much joy as well, and perseverance, and it's very humbling.
With all the churches you've been to, all the things that you've seen, what's like one or two lessons or things that you could say could help us, or that we could apply right now, even here in Moreno Valley or something?
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to answer that question, because there's a lot of lessons that I've learned, and it's pretty humbling. But I think to bridge the gap is that in all the places that I've lived and been, Papua New Guinea being one of those places where it was my first time really at that kind of different environment to be living in, and yet we were gathering with the local church of believers and talking about Jesus. And I realized, and we were speaking in a different language, or is in Tok Pisin, it's like a pidgin language. And I realized, my goodness, God is so big.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we know that God created the heavens and the earth, and He's everywhere. But like, when you're literally on the other side of the planet from where his home, and you're praying in a different language, and you realize God is everywhere, hearing every single language at every single moment. And yet, with the greatness of God, He still is so intimately involved in every single one of our lives. Like in every single person in this room, and in that village in Papua New Guinea, and everywhere in between, He can speak to you right now and be present with you right now and change your heart and just cause transformation in your life. And so I really have learned to appreciate the greatness of God, and to not put Him in a box, and not to, limit what God can do. but also not take for granted how amazing it is to have a personal relationship with Jesus. And what I would encourage you is that, God always works through the local church. That is like on one of our banners out there is that, the local church is the hope of the world. And you carry the hope from where you are right now. You experience that hope. You can take it right out there. You can pray for creativity and pray for ideas of how God can use you to be the hands and feet of Jesus right outside of this wall, outside of the walls of this church.
Yeah.
So, because the church is not a people, or church is not a building. It's
Right.
people, right?
Yeah.
And so if we're going to change the world, you can't just attend church. You got to go be the church where people are at.
Yeah, good. That's always been one of your main things, and I know that that's one of the expressions of Mosaic, which is different about your missions, organization and what you do. But so I know you've just transitioned and you're on part-time staff, but what are like some of the trips or countries, now that the pandemic is, I guess, apparently disappeared because Russia's the topic now, but the pandemic and everything, and flying on airlines, and Europe and England have basically just done away with everything. So like travel globally is now something you can actually consider. So in your passion and ministry of globally, do you have plans, or what's happening next?
So I can answer that twofold. One is that it's given us an opportunity to really pray for how can God use us right here, right now. We had a few years where we were, and the good thing is that we're working with churches where they are doing the work, they're doing the heavy lifting and the creativity and coming up with stuff, but it was like, how can God use us right here and right now? And so that's been an exciting time to just like have opportunities come up, like, randomly getting to ask to be a missions pastor at a church, in the area, and as well. But yeah, we have a couple of trips that are lined up and that have happened. Brittany, my wife, just came back from Tanzania. Actually, she was there for a few weeks.
She did? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
She just got back last week, and it was amazing to see her just free and without the kids out there, just loving on people where they're at and preaching and teaching. And she was really following up with some of the more powerful transformation stories of what God is doing there. One of them being, we always intentionally work in places where witchcraft levels are high because Jesus wins.
Right.
And we've seen, people, like, we don't want to pray for the witch doctors to go further away. We want them to come to know Jesus. And so this one very influential lady came to know Jesus recently, and we're excited to see how God's going to use her. But that was a fantastic trip for her, and we have a trip as a family coming up to the Philippines. They closed like day one of March 2020. They've recently opened up, so we are going to go there with the kids and travel and see a few of our bigger projects that we've been working on for a few years. And they've been growing a ton, and God is expanding the vision out there, and we're just going to go join and be a part of it, and see what's going on.
That's
so
good.
That's going to be a really exciting time for the kids especially. Yeah.
So
pray for us.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So if someone's watching online tonight, or maybe even someone here in our audience, what advice would you give someone that maybe would be wanting to like start doing stuff like you're doing, or like how do you begin that journey?
Yeah,
I have my answer, but I would rather hear your answer.
I'll keep mine short. You jump in. All
right.
Well, I would say if somebody's already questioning like how they can be used, you're already like ahead of the game. You're already curious, like God's working on your heart, and so go with that and pray with that and lean into it, and ask that God would help you, find good opportunities. Like trustworthy opportunities, and find a mentor that can, there's usually in every major step of my life and ministry, it's because there was an opportunity in front of me. My heart was like saying yes to that opportunity, but there's always some element of mentorship in the mix there. Somebody that could really help, bring me in the right direction, or pray with me, or challenge me on things. And so I've been able to grow so much by having other people speak into my life. So I would say if somebody's out there, Google could take you a lot of different places, maybe for good or for worse, but, even contacting me, I'd be happy to talk with people. I love it. because it's so random how I ended up here, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's like, if God can use me, I guarantee he can use you.
Amen.
He was like, Mark Sherman? Yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
What in the world?
Yeah. Well, it just, as knowing you years ago and your whole family, just seeing, what I would call a Sherman legacy. Really, his brother is a pastor in Colorado Springs at a church there, and just their whole family's been involved in ministry. His mom and dad were one of our greatest assets when we were a youth ministry. Always, I don't know if you were old enough to do this, but your dad would bring. He had heavy equipment, so he would bring the grader or the bulldozer, the backhoe, and the water truck.
Okay.
And we had this huge field outside of the church, was just this empty field. And he plowed it all up, and then we put these black plastic tarps on the side slope of the hill.
Yeah,
You remember that?
I can kind of
and then
vaguely
he
remember.
built these little ramps with the
Yeah.
dirt, and he
Yeah.
filled that thing up with the water truck, and the teenagers just into the
That's
mud
awesome.
pit. I mean,
Yeah.
those
During
were the
those
days.
times, I was probably hanging out in the water truck, like,
Probably.
trying to shoot people with the thing out there.
Yeah, that would be you. So a little
Yeah.
mud
No,
madness.
I'm so happy to be back though, where my parents are still here. They're doing amazing. They're
Yeah.
so faithful. Like, what an amazing example.
Yeah,
they've
well,
been
tell
to
them
their
tell
kids.
them hi for
Yeah.
us, and
Yeah, I will.
we thank you not only for being here tonight, but we want you to be one of the contestants in the French Fry Fest tonight.
That's the real reason.
Yes, that is the real reason you're here tonight. And forget all this ministry stuff, bro.
Yeah,
we want to
exactly.
see your
Let's
French
get on
fry.
to the real
Yes, we want to see your
deal.
French fry skills. So we are going to
Okay.
take you and one of our other. Well, I think it should just be Pastor Kirk. How many think Pastor Kirk should be the contestant tonight? Now, some of you could have memorized which order the fries were in, but for you guys, we're going to switch it all up.
Oh, I don't have that
They
good
have-
of a memory.
they have-
Don't
they-
give me that much credit.
Yeah, they have air fried the fries. And are you okay with carbs, Pastor Kirk? You'll try carbs? Okay, I appreciate your grace and helping us accomplish this tonight. But I'm going to take your microphone. We're going to take just a little musical break. They're going to bring the table back up, the fries back up, and we're going to get with it again with Josh. So let's give it up for Mark Sherman tonight and all that he shared. Amen.
God is the only one worthy of praise. God is the only one that is showing up on your behalf. God is the only one that can move. God is the only one that can heal. God is the only one that can give vision. God is the only one that can anoint. God is the only one that can bring the Holy Spirit. This is who our God is.
All right. Summer camp's coming. You can get them all registered, all your teenagers for summer camp. We have the fries back out here on the table, and we have rearranged the order so they don't know what's what, and you can smell the grease just standing right here. So I'm gonna go backstage. Josh, you take it away. I'm gonna bring our next contestant, Pastor Kirk. See his skills. All right, here we go. Blindfold down, sir. All right.
Hey, Carter.
Watch out for the
How
wall.
many do you think
Watch out for
your
the
dad's
wall.
about to get right now?
All right, here's mine. Here we go. Woo!
Only 2? Ooh.
right. Here's Josh. He's got you now. He's got you. All right, Josh, take it away.
I just want you to know that your son said you only might get 2 of these right. All right, you ready?
He's got to get 4 to win, right?
Okay.
4 to win.
All right, ready? Sir, to the left. There we go. All right, right in front of you, right in front of you. Reach in the middle. There you go. What's up with the sniffing? Ooh, 1 of 1. I slide over.
He's a professional fast food consumer. He's told me. Oh.
No. Close.
Where's the noises on this thing?
Ooh, no hesitations. Sir! Sir! All right, right in front of you. Right in the middle. There you go.
No cheating. This is a tough one.
No.
How many's he got? He's got 2? All right, so this is for the tiebreaker. This is for the tie.
Yeah, there we go. 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5.
Our guest tonight on the Midnight, Mark Sherman. If he can eat an egg and he can eat in Tanzania, he can eat a fry. All right, Josh, take it away.
There better not be crickets or something.
There might be a cricket. You never know.
Okay, right in front of you, right in front of you. There you go. Yes, sir. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, you did. There you go. 1 of 1. Sir, same. No seconds. Sir, to the right. Thank you. Hey, 2 of 2. 2 of 2. Hey, to the right.
I'm leading to the next.
To the right. There you go.
Has anybody gotten this one yet? Have they?
Yes, only one person got it so far.
Woo! Look at this!
You need one more.
Look at this. That's an ugly fry right there.
That fry looks gross.
Is that McDonald's?
Yes, it is me.
Oh!
Okay, hold on. Do we count that as a win?
I don't know.
Because he knew it was only McDonald's left after that.
I know.
I thought we needed to do a tiebreaker.
I just like seeing him dance.
I know, this guy, he said, I'm done eating Tanzanian food. I need some greasy fries.
Yes.
You can take it off. Yeah, that's 4.
Yes.
That's 4?
Huh? He got 4. Our guest speaker tonight is the winner of the French fry feast. Woo! I think you should be really proud. You should put this in a plaque and hang it on your wall at home, or you can use it for your kids. All right. In-N-Out Burger right there. Champion. Maybe you need to move overseas where they don't have so many French fries. So, that's amazing.
Oh, feel free to take the thing off your head.
Yeah.
You got the. You still got
You're
on
looking
your
a little
forehead.
gangster. You're looking a little gangster.
You gonna take that with you? Okay, do your thing, my guy. All right, there you go. Yeah.
Amazing. So next week, actually until this season is over, we have some incredible guests. Next week we have the author of a book that he wrote. He's going to be here live. Pastor Phil Valdez. It's an amazing story, amazing book. He's going to be signing the books and autographing after the next Wednesday night. Don't miss next Wednesday. And then the following week, Tony Cook. He's one of the greatest instructors. We use his materials in our ministry school, and he will be with us on April 13th, I think it is. Whatever Wednesday night that is. It's going to be a good time. You eating all the fries? Get the one where Genevieve put her hands all over them. Yeah, find that one. So it's going to be good. Thank you guys for being on the Mid tonight. God bless you guys. We'll see you this week. Come on.
Bye, Donna.
Hey!
Bye, Mom. Bye, Donna.